And just like that, Nashville, man, just like that, we're back. We're back, man. Good morning to you guys again. Man, I'm super excited to have this guest on our show today, man. I'm grinning from ear to ear, man. I know y'all can't see me, but I know my YouTube audience, man, can see me. I'm super excited. Welcome to you guys as well, man. The Black Man Vent 2 podcast. We are here, man. Special guest today. Super excited. We're in an exclusive season of Black Man Vent 2 for our YouTube audience as well as our audio audience. You know, we've done depression, we've done grief. We've done marriage and relationships. We've done fatherhood. We've had so many different seasons to truly get down to the understanding of a black man and what a black man thinks, how he moves. Yeah. We're in a season now where we're dedicating it straight to exclusive episodes. Exclusive episodes allow our guests to just tell their story and tell why they're so exclusive on the Black Man Vent 2 podcast, man. I'm super excited again to have my guy on this show today, man. Nashville native. Let's hear about him today. Nashville, have you heard of Black Man Vent today, man? Tennessee State University alumnus Breion, Terrence, Eugene, Dixon, Nashville, was born and raised in Music City, where he found a deep-rooted love for words, rhyming, and music in his formative years. He's hit the ground running in his budding career, already sharing stages with artists like Cardi B, Migos, Yo Gotti, and man, that's one of my favorite rappers, Young Thug, Free Young Thug. His music videos have amassed hundreds of thousands of views collectively. The Nashville native has formerly worked with Centerstone and MNPS as a behavior coach for middle and high school students labeled as high-risk students. Breion is passionate about creating good paths for young adults to follow. Breion works with local urban radio station in Nashville, 99.3 Streets, giving inspiring artists a chance to be heard. Nashville, during his free time, he lends his talent and creative genius to motivational-driven TV show projects, such as Shine Sings with American Idol's Brandon Stewart. Shine Sings is a platform created to give mentorships to independent artists around the globe. Breion's purpose in each project is to heal people by inspiring them to find their true self in a time where being a follower is idolized. Man, that is a great bio, man.
I like that.
A great backstory.
I like that.
And I'm just excited, man, to our YouTube audience, man. Make sure y'all check us out on Spotify.
Yes.
Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you find your podcast at. Make sure you tap into the Black Man Vent 2 podcast. Let's get into it, man. Dude, exclusive episode, presenting to some, introducing to others. My good friend, good brother, Mr. Breion, 2’Live Bree Dixon. How you doing, man?
I'm feeling good. Thank you for the bio. That was my first time hearing the bio read and all that. It just helped me reflect on a lot of different things that sometimes I forget about as moving, but like I'm just thankful to be here on this platform and, you know, give some insight to people that, you know, maybe, you know, I don't like saying fans. I've been telling a lot of people on podcast interviews lately, I don't use the word fans. I like, these are the people that support me and we support each other, you know, and we're guiding each other. You trusting me in your world, you know, when you listen to me, you trusting me in your world. So I appreciate you for trusting me with whatever you're doing out there. And so, yeah, I'm excited. Let's do this.
Yeah,
man. Let's do this.
Let's dig into it, man. Again, Nashville exclusive episode that we got to our YouTube audience, exclusive episode. You got to know Bree to know that he's really a big name dude. I'm kind of trying to push him down, but his name, his light, his image, his purpose shines brighter, man, than what y'all have ever seen. Make sure y'all check out Lil Bree. And I want Lil Bree, man, do me a favor. Just let Nashville know, let our YouTube audience know, man, who is Bree? Who is Breion Dixon, man? What's your story? What's your reason behind your music, your purpose, your mission? And, man, what do we have to look forward to, man? I think I heard a concert coming in pretty soon.
Yeah. It's a lot going on. Breion, Bree, 2’Live Bree, whatever you want to call me. I'm from heaven for straight up. That's number one. You know, like I'm a father. I'm just somebody just trying to, you know, learn my lesson on this world and heal people at the same time while doing it. So this music thing, it came into my life. I started, you know, journaling. I really didn't want to be a rapper. You know, that wasn't my thing. But people from the outside looking in would see that and be like, that's what he always wanted to do. I honestly was just journaling. My father, he was in the streets. He was, you doing he had to do his thing to make sure I survived. Just like my mom, she was working 3 jobs making sure we survived. They wasn't together. Yeah. So like the name 2’Live Bree comes from me feeling like I always had to battle 2 lives. People don't know that. Okay. They see 2’Live and like, Okay. So like when I was with my mom, I was in like a church home and I was in a good neighborhood in a way. You know, we still had struggle, but my dad, we came from 0 to 100. He had me in Dodge City, Salem Town, playing Morgan Park, Metro Centers, Bordeaux Eagle. I'm a Bordeaux Eagle. So like we
had some battles back in the day with the Salvation Army Bobcats. Yeah. They might not know what that is. But
some people they need it, we pin them up on culture. But that's what 2’Live Bree came from, because I wanted to change my name. Lil Bree came from, if new fans that don't know Lil Bree, that was my original name. But Lil Bree came from my dad. They call him Arbery. So my name was Lil Bree, Lil Arbery. Okay. So it never came from what the world, when they hear the little something, little nah, that was always me. All these are original names. So just wanted to get that backstory, but I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. Started my career when I was 13 years old. A guy named Wesley Crutcher helped me out until I was 18 years old, just built a big fan base. But if it wasn't for school, you wouldn't even see Bree be Bree, because school was my first support system. Yes, if it wasn't for John F. Kennedy, Antioch High School, these type of places, I wouldn't be able to have this outreach to so many fans that I had, because I was going to different schools before it was popular to do a school tour. I was doing that, so that was smart, that's what started me. Smart, and then I took that same process to go to Tennessee State University, did the same exact thing I always did in my career. Yeah. And it was just basically just being available to your people. You ain't, for the artist, you're not nothing without your community. So my community made me like, I owe it all to them. So I realized that by my music nowadays, I'm intentionally a representation of every podcast, every interview, every handshake I do, I'm a representation of that. Yes. I'm bigger than, what I want to rap about. Like, I represent something. So especially when we from Nashville, where a lot of hip hop artists hasn't came out of. So that's a little bit of my story. I was coming up off of parties too. I was throwing a lot of parties. That's how I was making a lot of money in my youth, just throwing team parties and performing at the end of them, was surprising the Sweet 16. I lost my friend DJ Malik early on that process, which gave me a lot of inspiration, but also a lot of setbacks. Signed 2 deals straight out of high school that was not really good for me, but a lot of learning experiences from it, from pro people. Now I'm here, you know what I'm saying? Basically did a lot of stuff for successes, but the successes is always out there. You can find the successes, but a lot of losses was what created Breion to be what he is today. So yeah,
man. I'm just sitting back, I'm just listening to that, and a little piece I just took from you then is that you got to learn to take some L's, man. Yeah. So what was it like, man, for a young man to take them L's, man? Because see, a lot of people don't want to take L's. They want to walk in the door of the company making $25 the first day. Yeah. Sometimes it don't happen like this. Sometimes you start off at 10 and have to build up to the 25. So what was it like, man, taking them L's, on the front end?
Man, shoot, the L's don't stop either. Let's go ahead and clarify that. But like, man, at first I was so discouraged when I was first taking L's, just because like I felt like I didn't deserve no L's. Right. Like I'm too good for L's. Right. Because you gotta take the L's to learn how to win. You know what I'm saying? Man. The losses is a part of the win. You know what I'm saying? Because it's certain things that I know right now that I could just see through. I wouldn't be able to see through it if I didn't lose. Like I got so many artists I talk to all the time that I mentor and talk to. They conversate with me and I just see through it immediately, and they don't get it. They don't get it. I'm like, bro, because you got to fail to know. So I be very, very like patient with people because I don't want to spoil their loss. Right. I gotta let the people I'm mentoring lose so they can learn their own. But going back to my answer, like it was hard on me. It put a lot of depression on me early on. I learned a lot of stuff that the industry looks very shiny on the outside looking in, but when you in it, you see it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. Yeah, man. And I handled it well. I wouldn't be here right now if I didn't handle it well. It was a point in time where I did want to quit everything, BG, just because like spiritually it was a lot on me, and it was pushing me and my family away, my friends away. like, because people don't, when you take a loss for real, which on your dreams, people not gonna understand you. They already think you crazy because you chasing your dream. So when you lose and you share your loss with somebody else, they thinking you always was a loser just because that one loss. But really, they don't understand these little silent wins you've been getting too. So I can really go into like a lot of different points of my losses. Like my mama would tell y'all, when I first had the deal, she was like, "Don't take this deal."
Wow.
But
you didn't listen to your mom.
I didn't want to listen to her.
Hey, y'all heard that thing.
I'm gonna tell y'all why. I was rushing my process. I was in high school. I didn't want to go to college. I just graduated from Tennessee State University, but I wasn't trying to go to college. I did not want to go, y'all. And I was like, I needed a record deal to make me feel like I'm growing. And I had everything I needed in front of me. I could have been paid. I had the right person around. I had Wesley Crutcher. I had a studio home. I had fans. I was getting paid. You know, I didn't have to work a job. But I was rushing it because, like, I felt like if I went, like, I felt like the pressure that what you gonna do after high school? Like, I'm finna blow up. You know what I'm saying? Literally. So I went out to Atlanta, road trip to Atlanta. I forced a record deal, you know, with somebody that had Grammys and stuff, just because I wanted to have that validation at the time. Didn't understand what validation was because I was so young at the time. But that's what it was, and I wanted to prove to my people that I'm growing because they seen my dreams, but in my world, I didn't see that they understood my dream because they was putting so much pressure on what I'm doing next. I'm like, y'all don't see me, I'm winning. That's how I felt. Like, y'all don't see me, I'm winning. All right, I'm gonna just sign a deal and not go to college. But I ended up signing a deal and still had to go to college so I can market and find a fan base. And I was learning. So, you know, that was one of my biggest, I mean, it wasn't a loss at all, but at the time it felt like a loss because I had a lot of pride into it. And while I was in the situation, I was like, man, I could have done this by myself the whole time. But it was a lot of wins on it too because I met a lot of people in the industry I need to meet too. But that was one of the like highlight moments I feel like I need to share today because, it's somebody out here, they thinking they make a hit song, they need to sign a deal and meet. No, don't do that. Man. The biggest thing that I learned from everything right now to this day that I'm doing, that's why you see me doing the show October 6th. I'm fishing with my small fish. I'm not, all my life I was chasing the biggest fish. And the small fish gonna add up. You know what I'm saying? Like if I go for 10 fans, 20 fans, 100 fans, whatever the case may be, and I build small, they're gonna always be there. But them fans, them bandwagon fans from them TV shows, them tours that I've been on, and I'm not dissing y'all might be there. There's some of them that's real. But like them people that's bandwagon fans, they only there for that hype moment. They only there. Like I did shows with the baby. Did shows with Lil Baby. I've been on big shows. I've been on television. I've been in movies, and people will celebrate me to like they've been on my back since I was in Pampers. But then when that time goes down, it's only a couple of them real fans. So now I'm pouring into them, my community. That's why I said I'm not even saying fans no more. These are my people because I understand how big I am in their life. They taking that chance to really listen to my music, understand my story, understand watching my interviews and really listening. That means they in tune with my purpose. They all in. And I got a purpose in their life, and we growing together. So that's the thing that I'm into right now.
I like that, man, because it's like you building together and you making the audience like feel a part of it. And that's how you grab folks, man, is when they feel a part of something. That's what we try to do, man. We want people that listen to us to feel like they are part of this growth, man. Because we got people that have tapped in with us, man, and we ain't got a lot of capital right now, but they still riding with us.
They riding.
They seeing something, man. You
Trust
know what
me, I done seen it.
Yeah, man. And what I was tripping off for, what you said is that when you was going through your rough patches, that's when you found out who was real. The other ones started dropping off.
I'm gonna tell y'all something I haven't really got to talk about on the podcast too. My last situation, I was in a situation where it was a lot of money invested. It was good. It was probably the closest to being on the top I ever was in my career. This is right now the season where I'm going to is the season where it's probably going to surpass. It's surpassing that right now.
Okay, cool.
But my last situation, I got burnt out and I just cut it off. But like literally, I don't even know where I'm going to get sidetracked, but I need to talk about it. Get sidetracked, but like that situation right there, when I told these people, I said I just need a mental health break. Like I just got off a TV show. I just got off of like a tour by myself, traveling the world.
Wow.
I'm not connected with my family. I'm not even. I don't even know who my friends are right now. Like I got so many people like. it's so much pulling me down. People is putting this perspective of me. They don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Bro. I was going through a lot. I was holding a lot. You know what I'm saying? Then I had a relationship. You know, we wasn't really seeing eye to eye at the time, and like it was a lot going on. And then I never got to grieve from Malik. I never got to grieve from my granddad passing away. Man, people don't realize I was human. I was human.
Yeah, bro.
Right. These people I sat down with, I told them, I said, I just need a break. They took it as they couldn't trust me. They took it as like this thing, and that's what made me say, hey, you know what? I don't want to be in this situation. I quit music. Yeah. Pre-COVID, I really did quit music. Y'all ain't supposed to hear music no more. This Butterfly Effect project was really a therapeutic session. I wasn't even supposed to drop this project. Really? Literally. But spiritually, it just happened. Yeah. Like I was okay with quitting music because how much stuff it did to my family and how much it did to me and how misunderstood I felt. Like I felt like nobody cared about my feelings. Right. But when I stepped back from that situation, and I said, you know, I didn't make no announcement that I was gonna quit music. I just left the face of the earth for a second. And I told this people, I'm done. I'm not working. I'm just sitting. I'm chilling. Like I'm finna work on me. Like, dude, they made articles about me. Paid people that was my friends from the city to talk crazy about me, say that I'm gay. All this. I'm being very chill about it. And these are people that I helped build their brand, like from nothing. You know, nothing. And I told them like, dang, that's crazy. Like, we supposed to be family. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be family. One of the people, they got an article site, you know, and they actually my blood cousin. And they was out here, we haven't confirmed if Bree is gay or not. Bro, I'm the one who gave you the girls. But but it's like when I seen that, I was like, wow, man. That kind of it hit me. But that really showed me like people for the opportunity and publicity, like that little thing. Oh man. I didn't speak on it or nothing. Yeah. But it's still on me. Like it's still it just made me be like, dang, bro, like people would turn on you. Oh man,
this is family.
This is family. Yeah. But then like they act like I forgot because now I'm back out there. I'm doing like I got my mind right and I'm grounded and I forgive people for 100%. But like these are the things that people need to learn and know about. Like you,
that's true.
You'll be surprised for like the opportunity how people would do you. You know what I'm saying? I literally had nobody in my corner. I was getting laughed at, joked on. Like people were sharing it. You know what I'm saying? I was just sitting back and chilling, and I'm like, bro. At the end of the day, I know I'm protected. I always know that. And I know I'm the people's champ too. And I know my purpose. But that was like crazy. Like that was crazy for me in that time. I remember just looking at it vividly and I'm waking up and I'm like, you know, and a lot of my fans didn't know this was going on because I didn't talk about it. But now it's cleared up. I can talk about it. And they need to know my story. But like that was a tough time for me. And even when I took that break of music, like I was literally my first time spending my little brother's birthday with him. First time going to basketball games. I was being a human for the first time. Like I literally stuff like Christmas, Halloween. I shared all them holidays with the people every year since I was 13. I was booked on all holidays. Wow. Everything. I never was living, bro. And like people was not realizing that, bro. I started at 13. Nobody ever gave me a chance to be a human. I didn't have friends. I told you my dad was a street guy. Right. And then on top of that, I covered up my childhood and everything, pursuing music. So everybody seeing me as a happy person all the time. So it was like I didn't have my first room until I was 18. Like all this stuff, we came from nothing, literally. So it was like when I was able to feel everything, it just unlocked a whole nother artist of me where you see me at now. You know what I'm saying? But like it's so much that people don't see. All they see is a smile. They only see the flyer, the artist. I think it's tape right there. I ain't gonna pull it up. But like you'll be surprised what the artist is really going through and where the motivation is coming from. So I don't know where we're going with that.
No, that's cool. No,
I can keep going,
man. No, that's cool, man. I'm sitting here just trying to take it all in. Cause for a young brother, man, you got a large a long road you've been down already to be so young. You know what I'm saying? But I can tell you've learned a lot and you've internalized it to the point where now you're using it for your advantage. That's a good thing.
And then, man, I gotta ask you, Bree, man, what about your story really brought everything together when you laid eyes on your son?
Yeah, that was good. I'm happy you asked that question. I haven't got like that's a great question. Like, be honest, man. When I seen my son, it healed all the trauma with me and my father. Cause like literally, like I had so much resentment towards him because like, you know, I only got to see him every other weekend.
Yeah.
I never felt like a lot of stuff, like the BG with y'all, a lot of stuff I had to learn on my own. Like I'm one of them kids I had to learn on my own. I didn't have my dad in my corner all the time. He wanted to be there. Yeah. He didn't know how to be there. And at the same time, he didn't have the education to fight for me even more. Right. And I'm happy to talk about this. Like me and my moms and my dad's, my whole family, I'm happy that they trust him with me telling my story now. Like this is a new chapter of Bree. Like people are gonna be able to feel it. But like my dad, when I see my son, I just was like, dang, like I see all that, like everything, like I can do everything my dad couldn't do for me. You know what I'm saying? I could be loved. Like I had to, you know, I was scared to drive a car, but my dad wasn't with me every day to teach me how to drive my car. My first car date was on like when I was 18, and I was driving on the wrong side of the interstate, and I had a girl in the car. You know,
you gotta get you off the highway,
like you know, just real stuff like that. Like you know, I didn't have no real sex education. Like to be honest, I lost my virginity when I was like really 18 to be G about it. Like because I was so like I didn't know. I felt like if I had sex, I'm gonna catch a disease real quick. Like I just no matter what, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that, like just a lot of manly stuff, like even you know fixing on cars, things like that. Learned it on my own. You know, like I'm like very, you know, independent, and I hate it in a way because I can't trust folks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I see him, I was like, bro, he's gonna be able to feel that love and feel that, you know, be able to talk to somebody that's a man and be trusted. Because what happened in a game with me, you know, I was creating where all these managers that were men, they were like father figures. Not dissing my father, but like I was so needing of that like male support in the household. You know, I was like these managers, they was playing mind games on me when I was young and I didn't know better. And a lot of people, you know, they use that against me a lot. Like, man, he switched teams, he did that. Nah, bro. Like I was literally, these grown men was playing games with me, knowing that my true story. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't had nothing like that. They was like they was like my coach, my basketball coach, like that. That was that relationship. If y'all know sports like this, it's kids right now. They coaches all they got.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying? Like, or they gonna spaz out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like if it wasn't for Wes, honestly, bro, y'all probably seen me in a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in Valley. Ask anybody in Valley Brook what I was doing in Valley Brook before I did music. Literally 2 weeks before everybody started being 2’Live, well, at the time, Teen Lil Bree fans, I was out there doing reckless stuff. I was supposed to be in jail. I was supposed to be, my sister found a gun, blood on it, literally, week of, and told on me to my dad, like 2 weeks before this Lil Bree thing blew up when I was young. So it was like, I knew this saved me, you know what I'm saying? Because I was so balled up. All I knew is all I wanted to do was fight all the time. Like that's really, I really wanted to be a boxer, y'all. Like I really wanted to be a boxer. Like my grandma, before she passed away, I told her I want to be a boxer when I grow up. Like, but it's like, I'm happy music did this for me where I'm able to like, I feel like I always had this purpose because going back to the 2’Live thing, when I was with my mom, I was going to church telling them what was going on in Dodge City with the kids that don't have no resources. I'm teaching them how to, you know, be caring and show love and have respect. And I'm showing the people that, you know, is rich. I'm showing them like, nah, I appreciate the struggle. This. I always was misunderstood, and I never had a real friend group because like I was soaking in too much knowledge as a young kid. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, but that's why I feel like my story is so powerful. And I feel that's why, you know, my journey is so powerful because I could adapt in any environment. I done experienced, I done seen it all. I done seen everything. I done seen people killed, shot. I seen people do the shooting. I done seen, you know, crackheads. I seen junkies. I done seen it all. I done seen millionaires. I done seen it all, bro. And then on top of that, I done seen y'all idols too. You know what I'm saying? So I know what they going through. I know how they dealing with their situations. You know, I still talk to people that's higher than me, and I'm like they therapist, and I'm thankful for that. You know, they gonna tell you 2’Live Bree, he's the most realest dude I done met, because I talk to everybody this way. You know, no matter who you are, I'm gonna talk to you this way. You know what I'm saying?
You don't let the industry thing get to your head either.
Never.
That's what I like.
Never, because at the end of the day,
you're the same dude I met, man, years ago, bro.
I don't want to be that though. You know what I'm saying? I hate that we living in a time where you're in the bio, like everybody's in a following world. Exactly. Like I said in the last interview, I want people to be like lead, follow. You know, like forget like following who, no, leading and what I say, just I want to lead him button because everybody's following. Everybody gotta agree with an opinion right now.
Yeah. True.
For what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, we all are made different, and that's what makes us special. That's what makes us millionaires. That's what makes us bosses. When you doing follow, they making it uncool to be a leader nowadays. That's all they doing. That's what they made social media. They don't want you to tap into your gift. They know what God doing with us. They made social media so we don't tap into our gifts. I'm telling y'all this. Like that's why everybody's agreeing with the same thing. It's no way a million people. Everybody got the same thought options. Let me tell y'all that everybody in this world got the same thought options, but nobody got the same exact thoughts. So when you make a tweet, that's why so many people agree to a tweet, because it comes across your mind, that option. But they making you have it by law in your mind that you got to agree with that option because so many people have liked and retweeted and followed.
So that's got to be right.
It's a mind game.
And you just see, well, I ain't gonna get off on that because I'm finna take that to the scriptures, man. Because when you talk about following. And I'm gonna say it right quick though. When you're talking about following, the scripture talk about there's a lot of people that are gonna travel the wide road. But only the followers, the real followers of him, follow the narrow road.
100.
And you just said
that's what I'm doing.
You didn't say it from a biblical perspective, but that's what you just explained, man. And that's what happens in the world. We always follow the most popular thing. But the most popular thing is not always the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
Why do people gonna follow? And I'm not trying to convert people. I tell people this all the time. I'm just real. I'm very spiritual. It is what it is. It is who it is. It's who I am. But like literally people is quick to follow the world, but fashion change all the time. But you scared to follow something that never would change on you. Period.
Never.
This thing will never get uncool. You just make it uncool because what you following it's right now. You know what I'm saying? Being mean, being, all this like I don't even carry that energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like people really feel like I just told the people I go to juvenile I can't tell y'all today because they're gonna find me. But I go to juvenile. I go to juvenile system in Nashville time to time, and I mentor a group of students in juvenile. Great, I record them. But I realized like they didn't have that friend. They didn't have that somebody. They just need that one thing. I told them, bro, y'all thinking being real is catching a body? Nah, bro. Like, that ain't real. I said, you wasting your time. You're going to be stuck in here for 25 more years, 50 years, because you're trying to prove to nobody, somebody that's out there living their life that you the toughest guy. I'm the toughest guy. And also, you saying you the toughest guy, somebody in New York, everywhere around this world that think they tougher than you. So they're going to try you every time you speaking like that and promoting that. So it's like, bro, you wasting your time on that, dog. And they got it when I said that. I'm like, bro, like, I wish I was there earlier on in their life to tell them, like, bro, being real, you can be real inside. Like, you don't got to prove it. You got all the tools to go crazy. You got all the tools. You got all the experience to go crazy. But you don't got to always show that.
But see, with your message to them kids, though, Bree, that might have been the first time they heard something like that. Because you got to think, man, a lot of these kids, especially in Nashville, bro, like we born and raised in this city. Kids are a product of their environment. You know what I'm saying? So when they get in the eyes of you or my dad or me, positive black men, they may not know how to necessarily receive it. You got to think, man, these kids got their own traumas they thinking about, this, that, and the third. So when you come as a positive, like, they're like, man, what the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? It may not get received that way, man.
And the crazy thing is, you dang right. And I don't even go in with the persona. When I go to like, they learn about me because somebody, it's always one of them kids that know about me. And they tell their homies out there, he do this. But I don't go in there. I don't tell them my bio. I don't do nothing. I come as Breion. You feel me? Like, I really do because I really enjoy it. I come so open. You know what I'm saying? And like, I ain't afraid of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember one day I'm probably talking too much. I don't know. Y'all can stop me.
No, you good.
But like, I went to I had a little show and a promoter came to me and he heard that I'm doing something for the juvenile kids and we're like, man, them kids bad as hell. I like, nah, bro, they not bad. They just, they're going through something. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't like my response. But I'm like, nah, bro, I'm really there. I'm not out here trying to do things in a spot of like, you haven't even seen me post about the dude. Nobody has seen me post about these juvenile things. I don't got pictures. I don't have none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing this for 2 years now. Like, that's the thing. I'm just not talking about it because like people need to know. I've been learning. People need to know, like, your actions are what you do when nobody's looking, and your character, and integrity. And I kind of like, it makes me kind of frustrated when I see this fake this fake, I'm there for the people type of vibe. I'm not saying sacrifice your livelihood for somebody else. I'm just saying don't be out here like trying to make ego about yourself. You really supposed to be helping people, changing people. True. So meet them where they are. Like I don't go in these places like, hey man, I'm the hottest artist. I can sign you. Nah, I go in there like I'm listening. When we not even talking like it's a music thing we doing, but most of the time we talking about family, we talking about traumas. I'm trying to heal folks. You know what I'm saying? So
Bree, man, let me pause right there real quick, man. Let's get into a commercial break, guys. To our YouTube audience, man, again, make sure y'all check us out on all of our platforms, man. You can find us on any link, any podcasting platform. Let's get into a commercial break, man. 2’Live Bree, we got them on our exclusive episode of Black Man Vent 2 Nashville. Have you heard of Black Man Vent today?
Yo, man, it's your man 2’Live Bree. I hope y'all enjoying this episode. Make sure y'all go get tickets to my concert, Butterfly Effect in Nashville, Tennessee. It's my first debut concert in Nashville. It's on Eventbrite. Just search 2’Live Bree and get your ticket. Thank you.
And just like that, man, we're back, man. Good morning to you guys. If you're just not tuning in, man, we got 2’Live Bree. To our YouTube audience, we got 2’Live Bree. You know what I'm saying? 2’Live Bree is on the show, man. Black Man Vent 2 Podcast, the exclusive season that we have, man. Mr. Breion Dixon on our show today. Again, Nashville, have you heard of Black Man Vent today? To our YouTube audience, make sure y'all check us out. Spotify, check us out on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you may find your podcast at. Let's get back into it, man. Bree, man, you got a hell of a story, dude. And I'm just enjoying it personally to hear it on this side of a platform, man, where me and my dad try to get any and everybody that's willing to come on here, man, and just vent, dude. Yeah, man. And I think, man, you really have a lot to vent about. You know what I'm saying? With you being the people's champ. You know what I'm saying? That comes with a lot of mental stress.
That, I like that. I said, the people's champ.
Yeah.
I like that.
It come with a lot, though.
It
come with a lot, man. And just to lead off into this second segment, man, when you're in the industry, being in the music industry, a lot of these kids are seeing it from one lens. But can you give the advice to that young artist that's listening to this, that young rapper, that young inspiring person that wants to be where you are now? What are 3 things that you can say off the top of your head that from 13 up until now, good or bad, you're gonna have to face being in this industry?
Shoot, 100%. Like,
good or bad,
man, it's a lot you gonna face, bro. But like the first thing, number one, like try to find yourself before you get in the game, because like the game gonna change you. The game is gonna try to attempt to change you, or it's gonna try to define you. Like, so you wanna come in this game like knowing who you are, and most of the time, us artists don't know who you are when we come in the game because we seeking so much validation. And I hate for you to blow up and you don't know who you are, because it gets scary in here, this industry, and people take advantage of you, and you feel like you gotta, keep this sound that's not you, that's putting you in depression. Be you. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Number 2, for sure, know your surroundings before you come in the game. I think that kind of shake hands with the number one, but like your surroundings, because for me, I feel like I'm just now in a place where I'm comfortable with my surroundings to elevate. It may change, but I'm not looking forward to change right now, and I kind of feel comfortable to knock on the next door with the people that surround me right now. I was at first looking for people with resumes that had the experience, or I was working with people for maybe their skill set, or maybe even social climbing at a point in time, and that knocked me a couple steps down a lot of the time, because when life got real and that creativity, slows down in a different place of your life, all you gonna have is the people that's around you, and if they're not really there for you, it's gonna be tough. What you got? Number 3, shoot, always remember, like, it's power in your words. It's power in your words, bro. So like when you writing and you talking, understand like somebody else may be perceiving it in a different way.
So true.
So true. No matter what you saying, they having an image in their head. Even if it's your story, they got an image in their head of a story that you can't even see. So it's so much power in your words. So like, be very. I try to be very sensitive on what I'm saying, and sometimes like I understand everything I rap, I manifest too. So like the more I perform, the more I say it. Just like anybody that's listening, if you're a fan of somebody, more you repeat them lyrics is what you manifest. And so I try to stay away from a lot of the crazy stuff that's in the lyrics, because the more I repeat it is what I'm bringing into my life. I'm accepting. So be understanding of your words. You know, you cursing and gifting people. Sometimes I think like this. A lot of time I think like this. How many people have I killed or hurt with my music? I get that deep sometimes because like. You know, think about it in a party, whatever I'm saying, they vibing to it, they listen to it, it triggered them to, you know, whatever after that, they, you know, whatever happens, and they like, you know, whatever the last thing they heard or seen, you send them there, or they listen in their car driving somewhere and they bumping me, like, what type of emotions are they triggering? What am I triggering?
Pressure to put on yourself.
It is though, but it's really the responsibility of us artists though to be G.
Okay,
like that's the truth. That's the truth.
That's why I ain't.
But it's the truth, because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done though, like that's really the truth though. Like how many people have we led to the light? How many people we led to the dark? And I'm not saying all my music is gonna be positive, but I know I gotta be guided. I'm guiding these people, so I got to be very sensitive with what I'm saying. Because at the end of the day,
how many artists are thinking like you? That's what I find unique. You know what I'm saying? Like how many artists is thinking?
Yeah, like I ain't think of it like that either. But
but like you said, it's a big responsibility, man. When you have these platforms where you got millions or thousands, however it goes, so many followers that you know you influencing people, man. It is a big responsibility because at the end of the day,
you shaping the world.
Because at the end of the day, one day, I know a lot of people don't believe what I'm getting ready to say, but one day you're gonna have to answer for everything that you've done since you've been here.
Yeah,
people don't believe that.
God told me that on the tour.
Come on now.
Last tour. He told me that. He literally told me this.
Yeah.
I was performing the West Coast tour I did, and it was family. I hope I see them again. But this was the time I had the She Thick song with Duke Deuce. That was my biggest single. It was a twerk song.
Okay.
But like y'all hear me. I got a story on me. Y'all hearing it right here. And I was performing a bunch of twerk songs, and it was lit. The shows was lit. But every night, I felt like it was like I could do the same thing. I was gonna get the same reaction every night. I started learning that on tour, and I was like, bro, I'm not giving them nothing that's feeding their soul. And this is what made me think that. I got off the stage, and I always talk to the fans at the show, especially if I'm out of town. I want to, try to figure them out, talk to them, connect to them. And I looked outside. It was like this family. They looked like they was like struggling, and they was getting on a bus. And then I really started breaking it out. Like, man, these guys really spent like $25 to get here, and they don't even got a ride home. They don't got a car. They don't get gas. They may not got food. Wow. And I was like, bro, and all I had to say is twerk that. But, I don't know if we can cuss on here or not. But like, like all I was talking about that, and I would know that was God talking to me like, bro, you got a story. You can help somebody get out of this and change them because you've been there. You've been, and I was like, and I'm not saying I'm going to stop doing party music, but I was like, bro, I got back home and I said I need to self-reflect and realize like this amount of people that I'm reaching and I'm touching, and I'm got an opportunity to change their perspective with some type of thing in my life. I can do that, and I'm not doing it. I'm a failure. I'm failing. That's failing. That's failing 100% because you had a power to help them and you not. You know what I'm saying? And they trust you with it. Yeah, literally, when I get on stage, they not ever saying, I like the song. Like, bro, I like your spirit. What you talking about? It's real. Like, I respect your energy. And that's what all your favorite artists that you really listen to. You don't really, when you look at them and you close your eyes, you can see exactly their wardrobe, what they probably going to say, what they feel. That's even with your basketball players, too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not about your talent most of the time. It's about your purpose and your spirit. So, like, I'm starting to embrace that. And, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, I guess.
But that's why I'm not an artist, because like I was telling I was just telling you, Bree, that's a lot of pressure, man. It is. Like, it is. Mind you, you're thinking about that, and you put it in such a deep way. Just talking about how much of my music has killed or put somebody in a position to where they feel like they need to do some harm or whatever, man. That's that. Not all artists are thinking like that. Like
that's true.
That's commendable. True. I'm just
very commendable.
I mean, I think the greats do think like that, though. I do think. Word. I know Nip think about it like that. Yeah. I know Jay think about it like that too. I think I think a lot of your favorites do think of it. I mean, the people that's really meant to do it, I feel like it's thinking like that because they understand their responsibility. you gotta understand your responsibility to do the responsibility. Cause like you ain't supposed to be like, if you a star, you supposed to know your responsibility. Like
true.
Michelle Obama or Barack Obama, they know they turning up in the crib, but they know if they show that too much, they know people gonna take it and run with it. You know what I'm saying? That's people take stuff and run with it. You gotta know your responsibility. Trust me, I done met the people. I done met mayors. I done met pastors. Shout out to my pastors that be turned up, drinking, smoking. I get it. Don't judge them. Like that's why I'm moving the way I'm moving. I am 100% believer, but I'm not changing my soul because this is what's making the people connect that feel like they can't come to the Lord. You feel me? Because I'm telling you, God is the realest G in the world. He know exactly who you are. And Jesus Christ, bro. He done experienced every temptation that we all done face. And I'm not trying to convert nobody. I keep telling y'all that. I'm gonna tell y'all this my rest of my career. But like literally, he done, he done partied hard. He done been with different girls. He done had every sin. He done told y'all every sin. He done did it while he was here. He told y'all this. He did. He's in heaven advocating for you to God. Like, yo, I done experienced this. Like I done did that, guy. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna try to cut him some. Like he trying to tell him like I know what y'all going through. You know what I'm saying? So when you sinning and all this stuff that the world trying to make sin be like you sin, you going straight to hell. Like nah, he's saying if you keep doing that sin, you can lose yourself and then you're gonna go to hell because you're not gonna fulfill your purpose. You're not gonna fulfill who you are. So I'm a just different being, bro. Like. I don't know. I'm preaching. I feel like.
And let me share something with you now. Because we don't want to see Jesus sin because if he's sin, then his sacrifice wouldn't have been no good. Yeah. So he was sinless. But what you said is true. He did experience everything we experienced without the sin in place.
100%.
Because see, if he had a sin,
100.
Because if he had a sin, then he couldn't have been the perfect sacrifice.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
That would make him so great.
100%.
Theologians know this, and I ain't trying to get off into that world. That's my world. But anyway, theologians know that he's the hypostatic union. The hypostatic union means he's 100% man and 100% God, which means he's the monogenes. He's the only one of his kind.
100%.
So he was the only one that could have did what he did to give us a chance to do all that you just said was true.
100.
To advocate for us because he's doing it on a regular, telling his daddy. They jacked up. That's cool. I've seen that before. So you're right, man. You so right, man. And I just appreciate, man, you having the platform that you have, but not being afraid to say the name of Jesus. That took a lot,
People
man.
Scared of that.
I hope you don't lose no fans over that, man. I mean, well, you said don't call fans. I hope you don't lose nobody on that because we live in a world, man, where that ain't no popular name.
I know.
That's not a popular name to be mentioning, man. You know,
it's cool for me.
Now let me ask you this: so did you gain that courage to do that from mama?
My grandma, for sure.
Grandmama.
My grandma told me before she passed away, she said I was gonna make it, and she said, "Remember God's voice." That's why I said it on my ear.
Oh, you got that? You got that tatted? Yeah. Now, see, if I'm gonna get a tat, I'm gonna get some stuff like that, man.
All my tattoos, but all my tattoos spiritual.
Pure
soul. But like my grandma told me, but this is the truth. My grandma didn't want me to do music. At risk, I don't want to say she didn't want me to do much. She wasn't supporting it like that when she was alive, and she was very spiritual. But like when she told me that was her last thing she told me when she passed away.
She probably understood it, man.
Yeah, she was like,
God can use anybody.
But she was stressing me though. She was stressing it when she held me and she said, "Remember God's voice. Remember His voice. Remember His voice. You gonna make it. I'm proud of you. Wow. You're gonna make it. I'm telling you. This is when I was. This is my freshman year of high school. This is before things was getting lit for me.
Yeah, so you like 14.
That's why this tattoo was on me. And I understand like my purpose. Like I'm telling you, it's scary. What I'm finna do in the world. I'm telling you, I'm not scared. I'm telling you, trust me. Trust me. And I'm gonna tell you this too. I may get blackballed for it, but I'm gonna tell y'all this too. Netflix, I was saying the same thing on Netflix on that show. The same thing I'm telling y'all. I was saying the same thing on the show. It didn't make the edit list. You know, this ain't for, I'm probably won't post this and promote this, but one day this is gonna come back and people gonna hear me say about it. But like I was always saying my quote then, if you listen to my music around that time in 2018, I had a project, what was it called? Just listen to the project, You Own This. I had a slogan, I'm God's child. I was chosen one. I'm the one. I remember that's all I used to say at that time. It's in every song of that year. That 2018 was the time that I was on Rhythm and Flow. It just aired in I think 2020 or 2019. But I filmed it in 2018. That was my slogan. I was saying that everywhere. So like I was saying it all on camera the whole time. Like I'm trusting God. You know, I'm God's child. I don't care. Like I ain't scared nobody. That's what I was on. And like it didn't make the cut. And I was on this. I made it to top 30. But I'm not gonna say that because I love Jesse Collins. He's the best. He gave me all my opportunities. But I was gonna say something that probably would have offended him. I didn't want to say that because it would have came out wrong. When I learned how to say it in a better way, I'll say it in another interview. But like I feel like a lot of people are scared of faith, you know, in the industry. It
just
is what
scared
it
to
is.
acknowledge it, man. You know, some people have it, they just don't want to mention it because they worried about them people on that wide road.
Yeah.
They worried about that.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, man. So being a young man in the industry, how did you get away from that? How did you get away from trying to please the people, basically? You know, the people that don't really matter. How did you get away from that? And how did you start figuring out, I'm not trying to please you because you really don't matter, and I found out you don't matter. But some people, even when they find out, they still trying to please them.
I started doing research on COVID year. Before when I told you I took that break, I was meeting with Pandora and Spotify, Breion Calhoun. I started meeting with them and reading the books that they got about the industry that they start gifting me. You know, they knew I was different. The people already at the top, they know I'm different. You know what I'm saying? They know I'm working on myself to get to where I'm confident in what I know I'm meant to do. You know, but like I was reading a lot of stuff. Like a lot of this stuff is robotic. All this stuff that y'all watching is not. It's already programmed. Like it ain't real. And I'm cool with saying a lot of artists don't want to say that because they lose their specialty when they tell y'all the truth. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really care. The truth, I feel like the truth that I want is people getting healed and people coming to my shows and they feel like, dang, I don't want them to look at me as a god. That's why I'm able to talk about it. A lot of your artists are scared to talk about this because they want you to make them feel like a god. I don't want that. I just want to be able to have this special moment with my fans. I don't like using the words. I keep telling y'all that. My people, my community, and I want to be able to be in a room and they can learn from each other, or they can get a business opportunity because I done spread so much love in there. Like when somebody crying or talking, they can come to my show and they, you know, get that healing, or if they party and they can make a move after this to where they position their life.
Because they live with a positive vibe. Because I heard you say this earlier. If somebody leave my show and I hit them with a song and it put some kind of bad trick on them, then I'm kind of like responsible for the trick. It's almost like going to the bar and the bartender already know you drunk. But then he give you one more.
It's exactly
and you
that.
Go out there and tap a bunch of cars.
It's exactly that.
He kind of responsible for that. You know what I'm saying?
It's exactly
so
that.
That's what you're saying. When I hype people up to the point where they angry or mad and they go out here and do something. I might not directly have something to do with it, but I pour a little bit in there.
100%.
So, man, with that being said, man, the positive energy that you give, man, how did you just get to the point where you said, I'm just going to do this. I'm not going to worry about the negative no more. I'm just going to do the positive.
It's hard. Right now I'm still battling because like I've been having to cut so many people off. You know, it's surprisingly like I'm going through probably the toughest time of my life, to be G with you. That's why this show is going on, because it's not, I'm going through the best time business wise, but personally, I'm going through it because so many people they can't get with this.
You shedding that dead skin.
They can't get with this. They're not ready for it. And they would tell. And I done had some heart to hearts with, like, I'm telling you, the closest thing to me. You know what I'm saying? It was like, dang, this is where we going, because literally they not ready for that responsibility. They weren't meant for that. You know what I'm saying? This is a scary duty to do. And then on top of that, like, it's so many people that I'm affecting. What I'm doing is affecting me. So it's like, I'm dealing with it right now. I feel like literally being so positive and being so, like, I don't even want to use the word positive, but so aware and in tune. Like it can call people out. It can call other people demons out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so them demons, them friendships that be the friendships that I was, and I'm dealing with a couple of them still right now. And my other friends, like, and I just walk around on eggshells. I'm like, bro, I see your devils, bro. I see them. They don't like me. They don't, because I'm growing you so much, and like it's at a rate that you haven't even done on yourself. You know, so you got to work on yourself. You got to go through. You got to have your own testimony and get tested.
And then think you crazy, man. Brie, what you talking about?
I can't even. But the thing is, I don't even say it to them like that. You know, I mean, two people I had to talk to, you know, that is like very close to me that like literally they done put a fire in me because like I didn't want to lose them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to lose them. But like my friends is dealing with it. I just keep them at a pace where like I don't even say nothing to them. Like I gotta let them learn on their own. Right. It's hard, but like literally you know, some things that I'm growing, I can't take them in the door with. And I never understood that because I'm a dude that I open the door for everybody. Let's walk in together. But like I'm at a point right now in my life where I can't do that. Like I can't. Like you're not ready.
Elevation requires separation.
Yeah. And it's sometimes they don't understand it. And then like that's the type of energy in the thing that I don't want to say fear because that's not, you know, that. But like in the same breath, it's like I can smell jealousy. I can smell. I can feel it because I've been in a position where I already squared up with jealousy in my previous business situations and friendships and relationships, and I can see like where I'm going now. Like it's gonna be a lot of jealousy because they don't understand. I still got you, bro. But like right now, I gotta. You know, I still got you. Right. I still love you. But like they don't realize I'm a human. I got so much on my plate. I still got emotions. I still got, you know, relationship issues, friendship issues. I still got a child. I got a child. I'm providing, you know, but they see me win. They like, bro, it ain't nothing to him. It ain't nothing to him.
To their perception.
To their perspective. And it's like hard because like literally, bro, like I don't want to get all the good because you gotta come to the show to know the good more. Why I'm hurting so bad in the inside about a lot of stuff, but it's like bro, like this ain't the best time for me to be honest. Like it ain't. I'm being G with y'all. Like it's the best time for me. Business, I keep going back to it, but personally, I've been a wreck.
Wow, man.
I've been a wreck, G.
Yeah. You know, and I think, man, that comes with just like that creativity in you, and also the fact that your journey is getting ready to take you somewhere. And when you get uncomfortable in your spirit, man, that's a lot of time, man, you get ready to go somewhere.
That's real.
Yeah, you get uncomfortable. See, you can get so comfortable, man, that you just sit back and you just let life happen. I just told my son that other day. But sometimes you got to go after life. You know, I was telling him we going through some things too. So it's strange that you on him, man, but it's cool because we struggling together. We struggling with some personal stuff too, man. But at the end of the day, I told him, I said, you know what? You watch Derrick Henry run the football. I ain't gonna get into the whole thing, but you watch Henry play football. I said, man, when this dude run the ball, man, he goes at people. He don't wait on nobody to hit him. I said, that's what we gotta attack life, man.
Wow.
You can't just keep waiting on life to tackle you, man. You got to go after life, man. So when life come at you, man, boom, stiff.
That's what I be doing.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm keep moving. I got, like you said, I gotta win. I gotta score. Sometimes I gotta stiff arm dude. Sometimes I gotta step over some dudes. You know, whatever. Sometimes I gotta climb over a mountain. But at the end of the day, touchdown.
It's worth
it. And see, but to get there, you gotta get hit.
Cause it's like,
you gotta make some moves. You know, you gotta dodge a couple dudes. You know what I'm saying?
It's scary for me because like I've been working on this since January without intentionally knowing. I've been working on everything that's coming together, all these placements, everything. God unlocked it, but he was telling me early in January, you're gonna have to let this go. You're gonna have to do this. You're gonna have to, you can't control this.
Setting you up.
And I wasn't trying to do it. I kept telling him nah. And I seen a lot of flaws that like, bro, nah, I can't do that. I need this. Like it was a safety net for me. He burnt that safety net, and but then as soon as it burnt it, and I trusted, and I gave it, surrendered, like everything, blessing, and it happened. But it's like,
what's that word you just said?
Surrendered.
Yeah.
Y'all
heard that? Surrender. Surrender ain't no easy word.
I was gonna say that.
Surrender, man.
It ain't because, like, bro, like it ain't. And then the thing is, like, I'm being so in the place where I'm at, I'm being so like authentic and like so free. Like I'm not trying to control it because like at the end of the day, sometimes God do let go of things, or you know, things that you have safety nets with, he do let it go, but he'll bring it back to you too. He would bring it back to you, but he'll repair it for you. But you've been trying to repair something that's really his. Like so it's like how can he how you gonna repair something that's his? You know what I'm saying? Like only he got the tools for all this. Like he trying to tell you that I'm God. You've been trying to be God the whole time. So I had to realize that. I'm like, dog, like, let me be humble and sit in this back seat real quick. I'm gonna keep being in the back seat. So now in my life, like I'm just giving it everything. Like because it was so this thing that he took away from me was like, this is, you know what this means. Like why? But like it made me be so relaxed with everything. Because once I surrendered that, like everything else is gone.
Like that, man.
That's beautiful.
I like that, man.
Yeah.
I like that because what you're doing is you're doing exactly what Jesus said. You're doing the opposite of what the world is. And when you do the opposite, these are the kind of results you get because you said, I trust. And when you start trusting him and you just lay back and let him do his thing, then that means I ain't got to worry. All I got to do is make the move that he telling me to make.
On me.
It's almost, it's simple, but we make it so hard, again, by trying to follow those people on that wide road, man.
That's facts.
I'm glad you're not doing that, brother. Yeah, I'm glad you're not doing
Bree,
that,
while
man.
we got another 4 or 5 minutes left, man, let's get into the concert.
Yeah. Talk about that, man. Yeah. Pump it up,
my
man.
ticket, man.
Okay.
Let's pump this up, man.
All right,
October the 6th. Let's talk about it.
Black Men event. I gotta tell y'all, this right here is like definitely a big thing for anybody.
You see me grab that one. Yeah.
So like real talk though. This is my therapy journey. We didn't get to talk too much about therapy because we was out here talking about a lot of other stuff. But like this is my therapy journey, to be real. This right here, I've been working on this since I first started therapy without intentionally doing it because I was journaling and writing. But you about to see my therapy journey in an artist way. You feel me? If y'all come here. So it's gonna be real healing for a lot of people that's going through things. So even people that don't do therapy and all that, they gonna feel it. And they still gonna feel every piece of emotion and anything that they're going through. They're gonna feel it through this.
Wow.
Because this is right here, this is my journey. Like that's my journey. This is my journey show. Like so this is the show that you'll see me on tour with and all that when that time comes because this is that journey. This is what a lot of creators work their way up to. Like that's why I said this show is kind of very important. Because like if you're a creative, you really know how hard it is to make an artist show their whole show. Like this I've been working on it since I was 13, physically and mentally. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm finally here at the point where I'm like able to show you who I am.
Right in front of the
with
finish
all
line, man.
So it's like now we finna push go. Because now I'm confident.
Yes,
I'm here. I'm ready. You know,
I
and people like, man, you've been confident, you've been winning. Nah, I wasn't ready to say my story, show y'all me, and tell y'all who I am. This is it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah, you got me excited, man. I ain't heard none of your music, man. I'm gonna be looking
for
it now,
though. It's different. It's a difference, bro.
Man, Bree, where can we where would the concert be at, man? Where in Nashville? Drop that address, man. Let our folks
search 2’Live Bree, Butterfly Effect, on Eventbrite. The show is at the Analog Hutton Hotel, 2nd floor. I love that venue. It's right across the street from Music Row. Red Bull is sponsoring Prim's Appetite, Yoku, Unsigned Magazine. There's a lot of other sponsors on. I'm sorry if I didn't mention y'all. ButterflyNation.me. That's my website. You know, you can probably find information on there too. But just Google it, man. Get your ticket. Half of the proceeds go to the camps that I do for the juvenile kids. And like I really haven't been promoting that because I don't want people to make that the main topic because this is a show about Bree. But like, you know, you are definitely helping me feel my purpose, but also helping somebody else too. So this is a big show. You're giving back too.
Yeah, giving back. I like that, man. I gotta say this about this young man. Ever since he came in here, he been talking about somebody else, man. Giving somebody else.
That's crazy.
Doing something for somebody else. I'm talking, he's saying he talking about himself, but he's like, well, I'm trying to do this, trying to do that, trying to do this for somebody, trying to bring this person up. Man, keep that spirit.
That's crazy.
Man. Keep that spirit, man. Keep that spirit.
He done had that spirit ever since I done known him, man. And that's why he's on the Black Men Vent podcast. Man.
Let's go.
Man, 2’Live Bree, man, we want to thank you, bro. Thank you, man, for joining our YouTube platform.
Great interview.
We thank you guys.
Great interview.
For joining BMVT TV. You know what I'm saying? And to our audio platform, man. This is 2’Live Bree, man. Breion Dixon, the Nashville native. October the 6th, man. Y'all make sure y'all come out and support. I got my ticket. Why don't you get yours? Right. You get your ticket.
Invite your friends, invite your family. This is one of them things that is not like people come to shows and it's like a club and it's all. Now this is gonna be an experience where you leave and you're gonna be talking with your people. Like seem like dang, you
sound like
good.
Sound like some history, man.
Yeah, history. It's gonna be one of them nights. It's gonna be one of them nights. So.
All in the back door, man. All in the backyard, man. Man, Pops, man, we can lead it out.
Hey man, it's been a great episode, great day. I'm glad that first time really meeting this young man, but I'm not bragging on, but my son know a lot of cool people, man. So I'm glad I know my son.
Real cool dude.
It's all good. But at the end of the day, want to say shout out to my man Taylor Made Images too, man.
Yeah. Definitely shout out to Taylor Made Images. If you need films, if you need any type of photos, weddings, birthdays, anything, man. Joshua Taylor, find him at Taylor Made Images on all social media platforms. Make sure you tap in with our camera guy, man. He if we off, he'll get us right.
Yeah.
And if we on, he'll make sure we on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Josh, man.
Yeah.
Tailor Made Images. We'll wrap it up, man. Again, 2’Live Bree, man. Thank you, bro, for coming on our show to vent, man.
I mean,
and
like
share your story, man. We appreciate it. My boy been tearing these Altoids up too, man.
On me. It may be the new favorite.
Hey, Nashville, like we always say, until next week, it's a wrap. Black man, don't get trapped.
It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't.
Man,
You can do what you can, and you can't with what you can't. It's been another episode of the Black Man Vent 2 podcast. Good morning.